Rapping, or speaking to a beat, has long been part of black American culture. But in the 1970s, a new kind of rap emerged from the Bronx area of New York. Inspired by the DJs of the tenement blocks, black teenagers created hip-hop, a celebratory subculture with its own language, its own music, dance, fashion, and graffiti. In the 1980s, the celebration became a powerful voice of protest as rappers highlighted the crisis of the American inner city. Tales of poverty, drugs, crime, and violence became a staple part of this new language, and rap music took on a militancy not seen since the days of Malcolm X. The history of black America was being retold to a different beat. It's now a multi-million-dollar business. It's as popular in Japan as it is in Europe and America. Its critics claim that it promotes violence, misogyny, and gangster role models, but the records keep on selling. In her South Bank Show film, Susan Shaw asks Melly Mel, one of the original Bronx rappers, along with other leading rappers, DJs, and commentators, to tell us the way rap is now.
There's no such thing as freedom in this country for a black man. There's no such thing as justice in this country for a black man. And there's no such thing as equality in this country for a black man. This is a white man's country.
Rap music makes up for its lack of melody with its sense of reminder. It's linked somewhere into a past or into a legacy that has been overlooked, forgotten, or just pushed to the side amongst all the glut of everything else. Remember that.
Rap is the essence of who we are. It is on the ramparts of civilization, a flag that is uncompromisingly black, put there by black people.
The essence of hip-hop. Poetry to the beat of music. We have no constrictions. We could sing off key. We could sample Tchaikovsky. We can talk about shoelaces if we want to. We can talk about a bullet too.
Rap comes in many different type of categories. When Moses talked to God, God was rapping to Moses about what he should do.
Rap is skills. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody want to flex their skills. Everybody want to say that rhyme to have all the other rappers say, damn, I would have never thought of that.
Here's a little story that must be told
about two cool brothers that were put on hold.
Tried to hold us back, fortune and fame. They destroyed the crew and they killed the name. They tried to step on the ego and walk on the pride, but true blue brothers stand side by side. Through thick and thin, from beginning to end, this battle we lost, but the war will win. Cause double trouble is in the house.
Some cake and rock
and rock the seed, we'll turn it out.
The hip hopper, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet.
Rap is the music of the past and present. It tells new stories over old beats. Rhythm sampled, borrowed, or copied from black American musical history. Since its beginning some 20 years ago here in the Bronx and Harlem as a teenage party movement, it has articulated a raw new black aesthetic which has influenced popular culture all over the world.
the mic and I'd like to say hello. To the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out.
Depending on who you talk to, it goes all the way back to Africa, or you can find antecedents in Southern culture. I mean, there's all kinds of variations on the idea of someone talking over a beat.
Come on, Tim!
We've been rapping, quote unquote, for a long time. James Brown had a song, Brother Rap. Jesse Jackson raps. Farrakhan raps. Preachers rap in the pulpit with call and response. It's a part of our African oral tradition. Rap is John Coltrane. Even though there are no words, he's rapping with his horn.
Hip-hop is about new and fresh and boom! Oh, wow, what is this? And it's this, and it's in our world, and it's another facet of our world.
Yesterday, New York City, it's the man with the beats. It's the youngest in charge, New York City's #1.
The block party movement was spearheaded by DJs like Grandmaster Flash and Africa Bambaataa. Their parties attracted huge crowds of black and Hispanic teenagers who called themselves B-boys or break boys. This party movement escalated into an intensely creative subculture called hip-hop, which took its roots from the street gangs of the 1970s.
Yeah, it's time to chase your dreams about the seats, make your body sway, socialize, get down, let your soul lead the way, shake it now, go ladies, it's a living dream, love, life, live, come play the game, our world is free, do what you want but free.
Hip-hop it's the culture of whatever black people create. It's our creativity. This is the term that happened to be for our creativity from 1976 up to now. So I like to get that straight. Hip-hop can be emotion, like, you know, it doesn't have to just be like rap music. Rap music falls under that umbrella.
Party people, can yo get funky? Suicide folks, can yo get funky?
Africa Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash are the men who created hip-hop.
In the gangs, you had a lot of negative things that was going on. You had black on black crime, black on Latino crime, Latino on Latino crime, black on white crime, white on black crime. And we took the energies of the negative and tried to change it around and bring positive into the organization by giving you hip-hop, by getting brothers and sisters to start rapping, to start breakdancing, to start believing in themselves, to start having knowledge of self and knowledge of others. Soul Sonic Force signifies a part of your soul that's searching, that's want to reach to different peaks, and you use sonic sounds to get you there. And when it gets you there, it's a big force that holds it all together. So it's the Soul Sonic Force.
He took the idea of African warriors and adopted it to his collective of people and built a whole mythology that they have actual rules and bylaws, and it's evolved over the course of over 25 years or so, I would say. This African Zulu nation concept. So he took the idea of what rap could be as a collective of drawing people together, and hip-hop drawing people together, and conceived almost a religion around it.
Breakdance was important because it was another expression of showing your energy to the music that was making you feel good, that gave you life, that gave you a spiritual funk, that makes you just get so into the music that you felt God was in you and you just had to let your God out of you.
Generally, what sets a DJ apart from another DJ was three things: extensive collection, great sound system, skills on a turntable.
DJ is the root of hip hop. The DJ is the guy who found the beats. The DJ is the guy who the parties were built around.
Well, they brought the scratching technique. They brought the fast mixing, catching the beat on time. The DJs also brought incredible records, obscure records that you could never find in many of the major stores by finding in many of the underground type of record shops that they have.
Flash is very innovative. The idea of scratching. He apparently is the one who, along with some other people, really invented it and popularized the idea of zigga, 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 playing the records backwards and so on.
Well, a break is the climatic part of the record. I made it a point to figure out how can I make this thing a smooth transition. Just keep this break that's maybe 30 seconds and make it go for like 5 minutes.
Well, break is that certain part of a record, but it's that certain part where it breaks down to an instrumental that people just get wild on the dance floor and just start acting crazy, and you just keep mixing that forward and back, backward and forward, and the crowd just go crazy. You can make that little 1 second or 5 seconds become a minute or a half an hour if you want. You know, that certain beat that just gets you wild.
There you have it.
Now that's what you say.